of our finals, our grand spring finals here, as Panaman could potentially be sought here by AOW's Mike, but decides to immediately start to go through and tried to find it. Look at the crowd. Look at the excitement coming in. Naraka Bladepoint is here, ladies and gentlemen, and the spring finals are going to get underway as GG Shaw causing problems immediately for T25 already, eliminating so much of their shield, gets the parry, gets the finish, and GG Shaw just shuts down T25 and doesn't even care. What a start. Wow. I'm sorry. I don't know if he owed you money. Maybe he owed you ooh, that was a little disgusting. Meanwhile, Xgen ends up getting sent on the outside here. GG Shaw could potentially go for the two-piece here. He absolutely finished him off, which is absolute disgust. Meanwhile, Xgen going to be able to try to see if he can go forward towards it. The pole sword trying to see if he can get some connectivity, but it looks like the bow is going to connect from a third party here, potentially. Doesn't necessarily know where that's coming from, as GG Shaw is going to get some nice hits on Xgen. Xgen, having no shield basically into this, is going to have to put in a lot more work onto GG Shaw, but it looks like it doesn't matter, as longsword action is going to be absolutely detrimental for GG Shaw. Hitting those nice hits, though, from Xgen. Looks like the charge coming through, trying to see if he can charge it up. Beautiful hit towards this one. Can he get the finish, though, onto Xgen here? He does have that bow, so he does have the opportunity. Beautiful backflip from the F is going to be able to get the shutter and gets the finish, and it gets the two-piece. GG Shaw starting off strong here immediately as we look at AOW's Mike, our #1 competitor for our final spring finals, as AOW's Mike is caught in between two players, Kaibao and Yeron, trying to see if they can cause some issues. Kaibao dangerously low. Yeron wants to try to see if he can get a free elimination, but Kaibao's not going to give it to him. It ends up immediately popping the ulti, gets in the mech, and decides to go out faster than Overwatch and Diva. Meanwhile, Kaibao able to see if they can figure it out, but it's not going to be enough, as AOW's Mike comes through and says, bring that booty here. You're not going anywhere. Meanwhile, Yeron able to hold it, maybe for an opportunity, but it's not going to be enough, as Mike might be able to potentially go there. Beautiful reset from Yeron here, but still, he's getting absolutely sliced and diced. He's going to be able to call it immediately towards it. Let's see if he's going to be able to pop his ult. It looks like he'll have the time for it. Yes, he will, as he does get some hits, decides not to be able to go for the fight, goes on the inside, goes for the reshield, and immediately is going to pop some cannon shots here, and obviously Yeron is going to be able to go for the reheal and goes for the reset, as those cannon shots start to ricochet right onto AOW's Mike, trying to keep it alive here, and obviously not trying to get hit by the futuristic hits of this. AOW's Mike getting shredded by some of those hits, though, from the ulti of Yeron, and it looks like the Yeron depletion is going to be there, but here comes GG Shaw. This could be absolutely massive for him to be able to steal this elimination. Beautiful defense on each side here, but now it looks like everybody's going to decide to scatter this out. Meanwhile, AOW's Mike ends up getting caught in the backstretch of a GG Shaw. GG Shaw, like I said before, what did I say before? GG Shaw is going to be a thorn in Mike this whole 6 games. He's going to be absolutely annoying, and I hope he does. He's going to be more annoying than every younger sister that's just poking, trying to get somebody's Barbie doll. Can I get it? Can I get it? Is it my turn? Is it my turn? Is it my turn? Meanwhile, AOW's Mike immediately gets parried by Yeron, gets juggled on both sides. GG Shaw could use this as an opportunity, but the heals coming through from Z-Ping could keep him alive a little while longer. Beautiful defense on each side here, as AOW's Mike is at a disadvantage here and is going to try to see if he can retreat this as long as possible, but he ends up popping the bubble. Keeps it on each side. Yeron able to hold it a little bit longer. GG Shaw trying to see if he can hit some shots with the bow, but it's not going to be enough, as he's able to come through the inside and go for the reset.
AOW's Mike here going absolutely wild here, able to pick up that first elimination, but like you said, Shaw coming in, being an absolute thorn in the side, and Shaw is off to a tear at the start of this game. 2 eliminations under their belt already. They just went in on to TT25 early. Like you said, like TT25 owed the man money. Mike coming in here with the bubble, trying to find a little bit of advantage with that pole sword, shredding most of the bubble off real fast. EWG Yeron still here, gonna find the turnaround, but Shaw able to pick up the elimination with the charge vertical off of the longsword. Yeron not happy about that turn of events at all, but Shaw looking to turn it around, goes for the carousel, but we see Yeron use the F to get away from it. Shaw very, very low right now. The pillar coming down from Yeron. Shaw trying to play around his pillar, doesn't want to play too risky here. Gonna go ahead and mech up, goes for the cannon, gonna try to keep Yeron off of their pillar, not able to find it, looking to get a reset here, but we're gonna see immediately Yeron coming in, tearing through with those shots. Shaw able to find a little bit of a reset here, gonna find another pot just in time, jumps away from the cannon, gonna go cannon for cannon, but Yeron finds the first shot. Shaw not able to make it happen. Another shot coming through from Yeron. Yeron playing this textbook. Shaw able to find one shot before their ult goes down. Yeron looking for one more, not able to find it. The ult goes down, and the hunt is on. GG Sha versus Yiran. Mistimes the parry, forced to use the Ep again. Sha going airborne here. Yiran is hungry for this elimination. Very not happy about the fact that Sha comes in at the last second and takes that elimination away from him. Oh my god, the parry coming through from Sha, the follow-up with the pulsar, but Yiran with the F. Yet again, the fight keeps going. The zone comes in. Yiran gonna be forced to back away here. The parry coming in from Sha again, and Sha cleans up that fourth elimination of game number 1.
GG Sha playing absolutely out of his mind currently in the first game here. Obviously, AOW's Mike is still playing for the long-term here, but GG Sha is playing for the now. Obviously, seeing every absolute opportunity that he can. WBG Spider is trying to hold it together, keeping himself beautifully calm here in the situation as Rexy is being absolutely destroyed here by this case that we call the Spider. Immediately coming through, the bubble's gonna be able to go through it, and so does the beautiful finish though, as obviously the bubble's gonna get absolutely popped and depleted here, as it looks like now it's just going to be a massive chase here, as a Spider is gonna try to see if he can catch him inside of his web to catch this elimination. This could be massive for him, as he absolutely needs this. He already has one, so getting the second elimination could be absolutely big for him here, as it looks like he's gonna wait for the opportunity to catch him on the inside, and he does! Waits for it, knows exactly when he's gonna rotate in, and catches him at a beautiful point when he can capture the opportunity and the elimination finish. Meanwhile, KLA's Fang back at it again with Wong Fly. The new G versus the OG. Well, technically, they're both OGs if you think about it. KLA's Fang, both of them having their mechs ready to go here as one ends up popping theirs a little bit too immediately into this. Dangerously low is going to be able to send it out, but obviously trying to catch him in the no ult scene, but Wong Fly is going to be able to get out of it just in the lick of time for KLA to be able to go through with the prayer. Gets the finish, and obviously we're going to see people landing inside as the bird call comes in and the Realm of Yang is going to be opened. Meanwhile, OUG and GS, that means it's going to be T225 versus Panda Man inside of our first Realm of Yang for our game number 7. Meanwhile, let's see if we can capture this amount of momentum here as Panda Man's going to be able to find it. Looks like he's going to be able to connect potentially one of the bow shots here. Actually misses both, as it looks like they're going to be able to hit the cannons as well towards this. And it looks like the charges on each side here. The question is, who's going to connect first out of this? Looks like T225 misses his. The question is, does he hit his? No, it's unfortunate though, as the spear is going to be able to connect into this. The one immediately coming through. Both of the shields is going to be able to help, and so does the bubble, as it looks like he's going to be able to call in. Sends Panda Man on each side of this one. Able to hold it for as long as possible, but the heals is going to be able to help Panda Man keep himself alive, as he possibly could go for the reset, but decides not to, and decides to put the pressure right on the T225. Meanwhile, immediately calls out the ulti. Could potentially move on from this. What is this movement? This man is moving like a Michael Jackson video. Unbelievable. As T225 trying to see if he can find it here with the amount of hits as well. You've been hit by. Obviously able to find a smooth criminal. As he ends up getting hit towards this one. Panda Man trying to see if he can scudger it up as much as possible, though, as it looks like he's got one more hit towards his cannon. Maybe even 2, maybe even 3, but it's not going to be enough as he ends up losing the depletion of it, and now it's just a one-on-one mano-y-mano. Beautiful call coming through with the bubble, but it's not going to be enough as C225 is going to be able to create the pressure right on a Panda Man. Panda Man able to hold it together, but it's not going to be enough as they're both going to die from the Realm of Yang. They took too long. No one could decide a winner, and just like that, the Realm of Yang did decide for themselves. Meanwhile, Wang Liang able to fight this out. 19 seconds left on the clock. Both of them still trying to find out a little bit more shield on Wang Liang here, but dangerously low on X-Gen. This could be massive for him. 13 seconds left on the clock. They both are going to have to watch out for this. Could we both see a double elimination from the Realm of Yang? Could they get up 4 eliminations just like that? Both dangerously trying to find it. It looks like X-Gen might be able to capture the advantage here. Wang Liang trying to hold on for as long as possible, but it's not going to be enough as X-Gen, just in the lick of time, 2 seconds left on the clock, X-Gen is able to capture the elimination and get the rewards under the Realm of Yang.
Absolutely wild Realm of Yangs here for our first game. Things going crazy. Turning back to GG Sha, though. This could be bad for Sha. Sha, there's no resurrection left available on the board. They're so low. Luckily, inside Celestor, they've got the dagger. They're going to try to use those scale rushes. Got to break some ankles here because Sha has got to find their way back into the game, but Spider shows up with the read, sees where Sha is. Sha with the dagger on the dash is keeping it moving here. Needs to break these ankles. Needs to find even a single pot reset here because of one decent range shot's all it's going to take for Sha to go down. Some nice tricky movement there. Trips up WBG Spider. Spider has no idea where he is. Sha finds the armor swap and a pot. Spider coming in. Oh my god, Sha going so low, but he's still got a chance here. Gonna see the F come out, trying to pop it, but the parry from Spider, that's gonna be it. No, oh my god, Sha's still alive. Somebody stop this man. He's insane. He's losing his mind right now. Keeping it going. Breaking ankles left and right here. He gets inside, but Wong Fly Fly is right there. The ulti comes out, a little bit of a heal comes in for Sha. Oh my goodness, it's absolute madness here in Celestra. Sha gonna find another reset against all odds. GG Sha is still alive here inside Celestra. WBG Spider, bout on Swangfly. It's just a fiesta, and Sha gets the full reset against the odds. This is insane. This man is playing out of his absolute mind today. He wants the championship so bad he can taste it, Dobby.
A lot of it being absolutely incredible here. And meanwhile, GG Shaw still in the lead with this find, as he's able to capture it in many different instances. Let's see how he can find this out here. There's still a whole lot happening here with more and more of this coming down. Obviously able to put it together and piece it little by little here. There's still a whole lot happening here towards this. Obviously able to do a lot more as AOW's Mike is trying to see if they can find any more than what they can. Obviously AOW's Mike able to rotate this out here, as it looks like it's going to be another find here, as GG Shaw is able to just hold strong here, as Wang Liang looks like he's going to be able to go for the chase, and it looks like it's between him and WBG Spider. Question is he going to be able to capture him? He's having a tough time to it. It looks like he finally does, as it looks like he's going to be able to go back towards it. Hits him on the outskirts here and catches them. Meanwhile, GG Shaw finds an open opportunity, but decides not to call it, as he ends up backing out of it.
Let's say Wang Liang here just trying to keep the chase, but it's really hard inside Celestra. Over to T225 here, going head-to-head with OUG Panaman. Both of them rocking the staff here. Panaman able to find a little bit of control of the neutral there. T225 going to be forced to pop the F, but Panaman follows it right back up. T225, though, with a massive parry into the arrow combo, the hot swap into the greatsword. Panaman taking a ton of damage. Going to be forced to pop the ulti here. T225 sends him into the zone with the hot swap for the second time, and T225 cleans up the elimination onto Panaman, making it look textbook. Meanwhile, back in Celestra, XCG's Wang Liang with the Yang depletion has got 57 seconds left to find himself a Soul Bloom. Kayleigh's Fang gonna show up looking to offer an opportunity here. Wang Liang has got to play his mind out here. There's so many places for these players to run. He's got to risk it for the biscuit if he wants to keep his game #1 alive here. Fang trying to come in, tries to bait the parry. Wang Liang gets the read though, holding on, drops the pillar, gonna go for it. There we go, the prize fall coming in. Wang Liang needs one more hit, but Fang gonna start using those scale rushes. Here we go, trying to break the ankles of Wang Liang. He's gonna get the grapple up, but Wang Liang in hot pursuit. He just needs a couple more hits here onto Fang, and he'll be back in this game. But Fang giving him the business here with the dagger, the workaround inside Celestra. Those ankles seem to be hurting because Wang Liang, his entire hopes and dreams of staying alive, slowly ticking away. 2 seconds left remaining. He's going to find himself going into the zone. There's nothing he can do as Kayleigh's Fang takes the elimination.
Kayleigh's Fang finally able to find himself one elimination into this game of madness that's being swept in so many different areas here, as Shazang is just trying to see if he can run around and trying to get caught out. It looks like the entire lobby is here inside the center of Celestra here. Meanwhile, he finds Kayleigh's Fang on the inside, trying to see if, I don't know what he was doing, but he necessarily just stood there. As Yeron looks like he's going to be able to go towards the rotation, as WBG Spider right behind him. Look at the movement coming through here, not using all of their momentum. I mean, look at the slide speed coming through. Spider can barely keep up. As Yeron's able to see if maybe he can clutch through and see if he can find any more momentums, as GG Shaw is able to hold strong a little bit more towards this all the way up top here. 4 eliminations, a beautiful start for him in here into this circle here. Circle 3, minute and 40 seconds left on clock here. AOW's Mike is trying to see if maybe he can conjure up one more elimination into this circle here. Still a lot of momentum as Yeron, it looks like Fang looked like they finally was able to catch up with each other. Beautiful hits coming through as the ulti starts to come through, and it looks like he's also going to pull out theirs as well. And it looks like the mech starts to see if he can come through with this one. It ends up almost hitting a WBG Spider out of the rotation here, but dangerously low here. It's not going to be enough as he ends up coming through, and WBG Spider actually comes through and snatches the elimination away. That's his 3rd elimination into this game here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, My man WBG Spider is cooking. I think he's officially found his little bit of a stride. And let's see if I'm correct, as Shazing looks like he's going to find a safe space for himself here all the way up top. Goes for the hide, goes for the shield, goes for the heals. And immediately he's going to go for the quick reset here as AOW's mic is up top. That blue shield still trying to push onwards towards WBG Spider, not giving him too much of a place to go. As it looks like he's going to call forward with the bubble, going for the shield. All he needs is a little bit to keep the game alive for himself, and obviously he's able to pop it off. Goes for the quick reveal, gets the shutter, and obviously is able to go for the retreat here. Still able to move consistently here, not fully using all of their shield here, but that Mystic Might coming in from GS is being very helpful for him. Let's see if he's going to be able to use that to his advantage. JDG's dangerously low. Shazing, the second time again that we've seen before, absolutely getting chased. It's like Tom and Jerry in an old 90s animation. Meanwhile, Shazing trying to figure it out. As looks like he's going to be able to duck and dodge as hard as possible here. Still able to rotate this as much as possible. Man, he is absolutely moving. That man is moving faster than Duck Dodgers. Remember Duck Dodgers back in the day?
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, cartoon references, man. You talk about Tom and Jerry. This makes me think of Scooby-Doo. You remember the old scenes? They're opening all the doorways, running past each other. That's what Celestra looks like right now. All these guys absolutely just breaking ankles, keeping it moving as fast as they can. AOW's mic's been so close to death so many times, I can't even keep track of how many times he's been able to find the full reset here. He's on the move yet again. WBG Spider trying to give chase. JDG's Chuzhang just trying to get out of here. He wants nothing to do with what's happening in Celestra. Mike gonna go through the building yet again here and again. So many of these players just using Celestra to their advantage. So many surfaces for them to scale rush off of. Everybody with a dagger in the back pocket just trying to keep the momentum moving since they don't get caught out. Kelly's Fang here gonna find that ultimate ending for themselves. Gonna move into the zone a little bit here, and this is really smart. He knows that he can go ahead and use that Soul Jade, get the reset, and even out heal the zone tick because it's only zone 3. It is collapsing onto zone 4 though, so those ticks really gonna start hurting as soon as we get to zone 4. Mike doing a little bit of shopping out here in the zone while he's got the opportunity. Needs to get those pots under his belt because he's got 4 and 4, still rocking that blue armor. GG Shaw and AOW's Mike, this is something we saw a lot of in day 1, making their way into final game with blue armor, not having been able to find that purple armor that they need, makes these fights so much harder for them. But AOW's Mike only has that 1 elimination under their belt, and GG Shaw has gone off this game. He's already been able to find 4 eliminations under his belt and break in to the 40-point range, currently sitting at 42.3 points, hot on the heels of AOW's Mike. And like you said, GG Shaw just out here poking Mike, just like, hey, you remember me? I'm right here, baby. Don't forget about me. I'm right hot on your heels, AOW's Mike. And, you know, he even came in, stole an early elimination onto AOW's Mike. The time Mike lost his elimination in this game was to GG Shaw, and he's not happy about it. We're getting ready to see now, again, zone 3 collapsing onto zone 4. Wolves Kaibao moving in onto the Morris Blessing. This is going to be a set of purple armor for somebody, and there's a couple of players who are in desperate need of it, Dobby.
And desperate need is definitely the name of the game with some of these players here. Meanwhile, WBG Spider is still pretty kitted up here into this momentum here, as obviously they're able to find it in much more places than what is need to be, as they're still able to work towards what's next here and still be able to go through. It looks like now is able to get the shutdown here with a lot of different types of momentum. Still able to put it down here as WBG Spider is able to find it.
AOW's Mike here, down in the trenches, trying to come in, finally finding the upgrade he was looking for. He got himself that legendary set of armor out of the box, and man, this is a great place for Mike to be in. He's set up going into these final circles now. The blue armor is not the place that Mike wants to be. He's still going to be a little bit of a target because he's got that gold armor. Some of these players are going to be looking to upgrade. Taking a look here, OC Zhang Yu finding a little bit of spot to hang out, get that armor pod off. Many of these players trading those range shots. Nobody hyper committing to anything. WBG Spider a little low though here. Zhang Yu gonna get caught out though, and by Spider the time he needs to get away here, and Zhang Yu gonna be forced to burn resources resources yet again to find any kind of reset here. He will finally find the full reset. Spider and Chu Zhang both going extremely low inside the hut here. All these players coming in looking to capitalize on it. WBG Spider just trying to get away, but Kaylee's Fong doesn't want to give up the chase here. Onto Spider. Spider gonna pop the bubble, use that to get any kind of distance that he can here, but GG Shah coming in with the bow, gonna break that healing off of the shield. The bubble goes away. AOW's Mike waiting around the corner. WBG Spider has got to find a way to get away and get a pot off for himself here. He's gonna be forced to go in the zone if he wants to take it. Nobody wants to give chase here in the zone, though. It is zone 4. That tick doing a lot of damage to WBG Spider, and he's got to be careful. He's only got 4 health pots left. He's going to be forced to use one after that zone tick. He's down to 3, and he's running low on those crucial resources. AOW's Mike coming in, going to trade bubble for bubble on Spider, do a little bit of damage. Spider going to get away, get the reset off of the bubble. Mike looking to go airborne here, wants to come over, see if there's anything left in the box. Looks like he's able to find a couple little of resources. More than happy to take those and get away. Spider coming to see if there's anything left there. He doesn't really see a whole lot, and he's going to be forced to just take the scraps like a dog, Dobby.
Sorry, I just had to accent that real quick here as we're going to be able to keep it going here into this one. It looks like they're going to be able to capture the chest here as GG Shaw is able to find it as a Zhang Yu could potentially try to conquer this into the next fight, but decides not to here, knowing that Xjin, Wongfly, Shou Zhang, Mike, basically the entire lobby is here in this circle here, and obviously you do have to play to the best of your ability here. Obviously working towards this one. And obviously, WBG Spider is able to hold it strong just a little bit while longer here, able to do exactly what he needs to as AOW Mike tends to find it. Meanwhile, AOW's Mike going through for a decent retreat here, trying not to get caught up here as it looks like a couple bow shots here from the Korean Impossible comes through from Xjin. Meanwhile, AOW's Mike with that gold shield here. This is dangerous, AOW's Mike. When he gets that gold shield, it's a dangerous man right here. Yeah, be careful. Everybody's got to watch out now. This is where things get good. Let's see what happens now.
Yeah, we're down to 10 players left alive. This is a very, very active lobby right now for there to still be 10 players left alive. As Zone 5 gets ready to collapse onto Zone 6, this is going to be a hectic final circle. And, you know, honestly, the Fairy Shays are the one who's are going to be able to capitalize on this. When there's so many players left alive, they're able to get into those mechs. They start launching people into the zone. And, you know, a lot of collateral damage off those big cannons for the Faria players. So it's going to be interesting to see how this zone plays out as things start to collapse. And here we go, Zone 5 collapsing onto Zone 6. It's about to be a tight circle for there to be 10 players left alive. You can bet these fights are going to break out very, very quickly. Kaylee's Fong in his element. He's got that purple armor, purple dagger. He's got that Pride's Fall. Look at that. Looking to catch somebody out here. Going to catch a little bit of damage onto JDG's Chu Zhang. Keeping it moving here, though, with the dagger, taking a little bit of zone tick. More than happy to do that, though. Trying to get the Soul Jade off there. Does get the tick, get the full reset. Gets the huge parry onto Chu Zhang. Quickly takes the weapon off of him as well. Chu Zhang taking zone tick the whole time. And the riposte coming through. Chu Zhang going so low. Chu Zhang looks to be the next player to be eliminated. Gets knocked away from their ultimate battle. Wongfly comes in and cleans up the elimination. Wongfly gonna keep it moving here. Trying to turn onto Mike. Mike with the bubble, though, gonna make it impossible for Wongfly to lock him down. WBG Spider trying to use those legendary dual blades just to buy some space, and now it's Wongfly who's gonna pay the price for coming in and picking up that elimination. All of his shields broken away. Cannon shots coming in left and right. No place for Wongfly to go. He gets a single pot off here, but the musket shots, he goes for the ultimate. He's able to find it, but will it be enough? We see so many range shots coming in, and there it is. JT's Action picks up the elimination.
Still able to do a whole lot more towards this one, as obviously able to put it piece by piece together, as WBG Spider is going to be able to find his next moment here to be able to calm down, get himself a little bit of a reset here with a lot of this. And obviously it's only going to get better and better here, as now they're going to have to find this out in terms of what's next. And obviously that's the things that we talk about all the time in these situations here. How they're able to keep themselves in these moments that are very, very, very notable. But then at the same time, knowing that all of this could be very, very hectic in a lot of situations here. So they're able to do it in the best way possible in a lot of instances. So let's hope that maybe they're able to see a lot more of it, as we're going to be able to slowly close this gap into the circle. Circle 6 able to squeeze in a little bit more towards this. And let's see how they're able to dish it out more and more. Connectivity starting to get a little bit more lethal here in some of these instances, as one ends up getting targeted, and that's WBG Spider. Looks like he's gonna be able to go for the reset here. Could potentially try to get out of this, as he ends up getting shattered and scrambled outside of this reset. Meanwhile, is able to hold strong. Meanwhile, nobody else decides to be able to go for him. I take that back so far, as GG Shaw ends up catching an issue out of it. The parry comes through out of T225, as it looks like he's going to be able to come back here towards this, trying to see if maybe he can have some time for a quick shield. Maybe the opportunity to stay alive here, but it's not going to be enough, as it looks like Zhang Yu is going to be able to get the parry and get the finish off of a WBG Spider into the circle, ending him with 3 eliminations, and obviously that's like a 7th place finish, sadly, for him. Meanwhile, AOW's Mike all the way at the top. GG Shaw playing the game of his life right now, is able to find a little bit of some more moments here to be able to get the shield off. And it looks like he's able to pop a mini, which does amazing work for him, though. Able to pick up a few little pieces here towards this, waiting for the strike to come, but it's not going to be enough, as GG Shaw is trying to see if he can come through. Meanwhile, AOW's Mike, full shield, full heals. Got a little bit of a bubble near him. Not everybody's trying to contest him. Doing a fantastic job. He ends up getting parried halfway across the map almost, as he ends up coming through, getting the reset, getting the pickup. And just like that, AOW's Mike is still back into this, but now he still has to pay attention to what's going on. He ends up getting hit by the ricochet of somebody else. He's able to pop through with the shield, though. Very helpful for him, though, as the circle's slowly starting to close in here. Let's see if they're going to be able to find that amount of momentum towards the very end of this circle. It's going to be very tight, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Circle number 7 closes in as the parry starts to come through on each side. Kai Bao, T225, AOW's Mike is trying to see if they can find it. Beautiful ulti coming through as Kai Bao is able to find it as we look through on the way towards it. Kai Bao skirting all the way up towards the very end. T225 calls in his mech, and now Kai Bao calls in his, and now everybody's decided to back out. Meanwhile, AOW's Mike is by himself lonesome. Meanwhile, KLA also going to be able to do the exact same thing, trying to keep the game alive for him, as AOW's Mike is just trying to get away. And it's, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Gundam race all throughout the end as T225 gets eliminated. AOW's Mike is so close to getting finished, and he does get eliminated. KLA's Fang could potentially capture this as the dub itself.